I was too scared.
It's pretty amazing what driving just 2 hours north from New York City can get you. We are in the middle of Scranton, Pennsylvania on a little weekend getaway. We're about 15 minutes from the hotel. The plan is to check in and then head to a local park that's around here, which is supposed to be very beautiful. It's a beautiful day out, looking forward to it. Let's go. Alright, so we are at Naog Park right now in Scranton, Pennsylvania. And this is like one of the to-dos here when you're visiting the city. And there's this big tree house that we saw pictures of online. And it's right about here. That's the tree house we're trying to get to. And we're here. So we have to take the green trail to the orange trail to the red trail. And we end up with the tree house. Let's do it. Alyssa and I weren't very intelligent when we picked shoes for this little road trip. Very steep hills. I'm in desert boots and she's in slip-on like Van flats. So we're gonna try our best here not to fall. Alice, you do it. You got it.
Hold the floor.
She did it. She did it.
I feel like I've never walked before.
I tout that I'm pretty active. I work out 5 days a week. I go for runs. I just walked up like 20 stones. I'm out of breath. I'm winded. It's not a good sign. Now that's a view. Wow. So what everyone does is they sign the tree itself. That's pretty neat. And Alyssa, the queen of always being prepared, brought a pen.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
I tried. It wasn't really right. I wish I would have known. I would have brought a marker. Got it.
So I should probably explain why Alyssa and I drove down to Scranton, Pennsylvania, why we're here right now. The biggest reason is we've been watching The Office lately, and The Office takes place in Scranton, Pennsylvania. That's where the Dunder Mifflin branch is located. And yes, I know it's not filmed in Scranton, it's filmed in California, but we want to take a little weekend getaway. Scranton's not too far from where we live, and it's really a cute city with a couple fun things to do. One of those being this park. On this site in 1897, nothing happened. That's nailed to the frame. That's like nailed to the wood. That's a sign that someone put in here. Strange. If you've ever watched The Office, once again a big reason why we're here, they mention a lot of the local history behind the city of Scranton. It was a big city for mining coal and iron, and therefore became very industrialized in the early 1900s. What's really interesting is in 1959 there was something called the Knox mine disaster, where the coal miners dug under the Susquehanna River, which they were not supposed to do, and they ended up digging too high, and the entire mine system flooded, essentially destroying the whole mining system in the city of Scranton, and thus destroying a lot of the city's prosperity. Since then it's been rebuilding. This was in 1959, so it's been a little ways away. They're kind of back to normal now, which is a small piece of Scranton history for those of us that are not living in Scranton. This is so beautiful. In honor of The Office, we figured the best place to eat was gonna be Cooper's, which is shown in the show multiple times, and it's the building with the big lighthouse on it. And it also has this pirate.
Hey mateys, what have you got next?
That speaks in a very pirate-ish accent.
And how do you...
So we're gonna check that out now and see how it is. I know it's really weird because I'm filming this in the bathroom, but I walked into the bathroom and they're playing Beatles music and there's just Beatles pictures all over the place. This whole entire bathroom is just filled with Beatles memorabilia and they're playing Beatles music. And I guess the owner of the restaurant must really like the Beatles because there's no correlation to the seafood restaurant and the Beatles. So one of the big tourist destinations in Scranton, Pennsylvania is the Scranton Electrical Building, and on top of the building is a gigantic sign that says Scranton, the Electric City. Now it's called the Electric City because Scranton was the first city to develop an electric trolley system back in 1886, and since then its name stuck. Now this is the sign here. Now we were here for about 10 minutes and the sign wasn't on, and I was really excited to make a joke about how it's ironic it's called the Electric City but the sign wasn't on, and then the sign came on and ruined the joke. But it's still a pretty awesome sign.